Hi everyone. I'm giving Facebook a chance to catch up before I just start into everything. It always lags, we know this, and it's lagging and it's lagging. I can't do much of any. There it goes. All right, here we go. And all right, we're pinning the comment. Give me just a second. All right, I'm just setting everything up. Tony is going to share for me tonight. However, I'm on my own. You know how that goes for the moderating and so forth. So bear with me. Here we go. I am pulling it up. Hey, Natalie. Hi, Dale. Welcome to both of you. How are you? It looks like I have a few more people that have shown up also. Welcome, welcome. Tonight is Thursday, so we're doing Table Talk Thursdays. I know I had a little bit of a technical difficulty, so I was a few minutes late coming on this evening. Hey, Will. Hi. Thank you, Natalie, for sharing. Yes, please do, everyone. And also, feel free to invite, to tag people in the comments. Invite them through that way, and that seems to be getting people's attention too, so that's good. The more people that come, the more people I can help, you know. Hey, Princess Sophia, how are you? Hey, Angela, hello, hello. So, thank you, Princess Sophia. Just like that, she tagged Jen. So, great way to bring your friends on. Let them learn a little bit about the Archangels. That's what we're discussing tonight. It is Table Talk Thursday. Every Thursday, we choose a different metaphysical, inspirational, or spiritual topic that we get to share about. You guys get to ask me general questions about it. I teach. We just have a lot of fun, right? So I'm hoping that you'll share more and more of your friends, invite them over and to the live and to my page, and the more the merrier. How am I tonight? I'm actually doing pretty good. Hey, Joanne. I will admit my energy is just a little tiny low tonight. You're probably picking up on that, Will. Um, usually I'm 1,000 watt bulb, and I don't know, maybe tonight I'm 700 watts. No, it's okay. Human too. Got my stuff in life too. Just working through it all. And busy, busy, busy I am. So it's good. But I'm honest, so you know that. Okay, so Dale, Dale, yes, Dale is one of my avid followers from New Zealand. And it is Friday afternoon, so TGIF, Dale. Hope you have some good plans for your weekend. So, all right. And I said hi to Joanne. So hi, great. Hi, Jaja. How are you? Welcome. So tonight we're going to talk about archangels, the archangels. Now, I want to start out by asking each of you, and it's not going to be insulting to the other archangels. I'm just kind of curious. Who has a favorite or a couple of favorites when it comes to the archangels? And if you do, which ones? I'd like to hear. I know I have a couple that I work with an awful lot. And so, hey, Amy, welcome. So I'd love to hear in the comments, who do you have a favorite or a couple favorites, or which archangel do you tend to use, call upon a lot, utilize a lot? Hi, Debbie, welcome. Good to see you too. So, let's start out archangels. Michael and Raphael, yes, Will, man over after my own heart. I am the same. Michael and Raphael are two of my absolute favorites that I work with. And let's see. Hi, Jen. How are you? Archangel Michael and Raphael. Michael. Okay, cool. Those are very, very well known archangels. I have to admit, today I spent some time doing some research. I know what I know, and I've taught this before, but I thought, let me go out there and just see what people have to say. And of course, you always have to be really, really, all of them. I like that, Amy. I like that. You have to be really careful, what websites you go to, excuse me. Joanne says Michael. Also, a lot of people know Michael very, very much. But it was interesting because I just looked, and some people talk about 9 of them, people talk about 11 of them, people talk in the 20s. It's just really, really, Angela says Michael. A lot of people use Michael. It was so interesting to me. Very, very, very interesting. Ariel too. Very cool. Very cool. Ariel. All right, cool. Awesome. Well, guys, I have my notes here because it is very, very easy to kind of get mixed up because I'm going to be talking about, I think I've got 11 of them tonight, and I don't want to mix up my facts and things that I want to tell you about each. So we're going to touch on each of them. We're going to share a little bit about each of them. I'd love to hear your stories when it comes. Hi, Shannon. I'd love to hear your stories when it comes to the Archangels. Gabrielle Dale says, awesome, awesome. Okay, Shannon, am I doing readings tonight? Shannon, tonight is, I'm hoping you'll stay with us. Tonight, though, is, hey, Anne Marie, how are you? Shannon, I hope you'll stay with us, though. Tonight's Table Talk Thursdays, and every week we pick a different topic. And tonight we're talking about the Archangels. And you can ask general questions about the Archangels. We have a lot of fun on those Table Talk Thursdays. I'm really trying to build it and get more people involved because, guys, you know what? I do a lot of teaching on Table Talk Thursdays, and these are things that things I share are things people paid, for workshops to learn in workshops and so forth. And I've set this up because it's my way of giving back and being of service to all of you. So I'm hoping you'll take advantage of all of this for all of you. I share very freely of the information and the teachings, so in this arena. So, all right. Okay, cool, Shannon. I like to hear that. She's going to stick around. We like that. So, okay, so archangels, right? What are they? They're like the head angels, right? They're the chief archangels, chief angels. And really, they're, the servants and the messengers of the highest power. It's almost like the way I see it. And again, these things I'm going to share with you tonight is all about from my experience, okay? For my personal psychic experiences, working with clients, things I've taught, and so forth and so on. Are they real, or is it like Father Christmas? It's a belief. They are absolutely real as far as I'm concerned, Princess Sophia. They are not a belief, Father Christmas, Saint Nick, no, they're absolutely real. There's a hierarchy of angels. You believe in them? Oh yeah, I do too. And I know, no, I love that question because it's all, this is what this is about tonight. Any questions, fair game. General question about the topics is fair game. And that's what I'm here for. So please ask away. So there's a hierarchy. I think there's like 9 levels, choirs, however. It's interesting. This is another thing that I, when doing my research is very interesting. Some of this is very spiritual or metaphysical based, and some of the information out there is religious based, and it crosses over. It's very interesting. I've done research in the past, but it's been a while, so I thought, let's see, So I learned some things today too. So I love that too. I love doing this because I get to grow and learn, and isn't that what it's all about? I will always look to grow and improve and learn more and so forth. So anyhow. There's God, source, creator, I am, whatever you want to call that higher power. Then you have your archangels. You have the hierarchy of angels, 9 orders, choirs, however you want to word it. Princess Sophie says, like our spirit animals, it's our own strength. I agree. In many ways, I do. But angels, no matter what, whether they're archangels or regular, not to downplay them, but regular angels, not that they're not magnificent and all powerful, but I'm talking in comparison to the archangels, just regular old angels, no big deal. Anyhow, okay, they are all celestial. What does that mean? I believe that they've never lived a human life. Excuse me, I have something in my eye, guys. I believe that they've never lived a human life, so that is celestial. It's like, they're the perfect spiritual beings. And sorry guys, I got something bothering my eye here. And so the angels are the highest rank, and it's almost like they report to the highest being. Okay. And so that's the archangels have Hi Priscilla, welcome. I don't want to say extra powers, but they're the highest ranking, so they are in many ways. They're all very very powerful, but the archangels really have specific. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Specific, not subjects, elements that they are in charge of or responsible for. I'll call it elements. I don't know what else to come up with right now. That word just eludes me. Anyhow, so let's first talk about Archangel Michael. It appears he is a favorite of a lot of people. I know he's very big also in religion. And so some of you may have been introduced to Archangel Michael through your own religions. And, it all look, when it comes to religion and metaphysical or spirituality in the metaphysical, I'm a firm believer that in many ways we are talking a lot of the same thing, but we're just using different languaging. So that's kind of the way I like to look at it. Yes, skills and energies. We're roles. Thank you, roles, skills, energies. There we go. Their roles or skills or energies. Absolutely. Thank you. You guys all knew that. Nathaya is a guardian angel for healers and psychics. I am so glad you were doing this. It said that those born July 23rd till 27th is guarded by Nathaya. Amy, are you born in those days? Are you born in those days? I didn't know that when it came to guardian angels. Okay. Now, I think this just might have been my tablet just closed out on me. I may need a new tablet soon. It did to me the other day too. Did I blip out, you guys, or was that just my tablet blipping out? I'd like to know because I have to figure out what's happening for myself at some point. Oh, you guys know me by now. I laugh about technology so much because otherwise I'll probably just cry. Anyhow, yay. So, okay. That is very cool. And I am so glad that you're glad that I am doing this. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. So let's talk about Archangel Michael. Okay. I'm still here. Okay. Nope. Just honoring the Nathaya on the full moon. Very cool. I'll have to look at that. I didn't know about that, Amy. So thank you very much for that information. And this, again, you guys, is why I love the back and forth. I want to learn too. Never stop learning. Never, never, ever. That's the way I look at it. So we will, yes. The full moon is Friday. And so very cool. I will look that up and maybe I'll do myself a little ritual and honoring to that guardian angel and some talking to maybe. Also, I love it. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so Archangel Michael, he's a shielder or protector. A lot of people see him as a protector. The only thing that I find kind of funny about the word protect, it has an energy of an intention of meaning that we need, like something might come for us or at us, like there's something we have to be fearful of, so we need to be protective from it. So I'm a little funny about that. I kind of like that he shields. It has more of a neutral energy. It doesn't necessarily have the intention of negativity coming your way when you have to protect. Ooh. So that's kind of my thing. But he's also seen as a warrior against darkness, which, you know, is absolutely very true. You guys have heard me say lots of times that if you have uncomfortable energy or negative energy around you, to call in Archangel Michael, right? That is because, well, all the archangels, all the higher vibrational beings are of the light. All right. But because he shields from the darkness or protects from, the lower vibrations, that to me is what they mean by darkness, is really lower vibrations. I think that too is a little bit more neutralized than saying, to me, darkness, ooh, some people it's an ooh and an ah, something to be scared of. It's dark. So you know me. I think in that way. So, okay, so let's talk about Archangel Michael's energy. What color? He is blue. Blue, blue. Some people say electric blue, but he is blue. Princess Sophie says he gives us strength. He holds our hand until we can hold our own. In many ways, absolutely. All the archangels are there for us at all times, all times, all times. The key is this, everyone. You must ask. They don't necessarily, again, it comes down to our free will and free choice, okay, and our our higher self. And the fact of the matter is, the archangels cannot trespass upon our free will and free choice, so they're not going to make judgments of any of it. So it's all about having to ask. As long as you ask, they can show up, unless it is a life-threatening emergency, life-threatening situation. Then at that time, they can step in without necessarily you asking them. But anything else, we must ask spirit. We must ask the angels. We must ask archangels. They're not going to just step in. It goes against universal law and practice. So I'm just letting you know that's really, really important. So Archangel Michael, whenever we're feeling, energy around us and we're uncomfortable or it's a little scary, because it can be out there, and we don't feel we can clear it on our own, or we just want that extra support, call upon Archangel Michael. You may see a blue flash, you may see a little orb. Lots of times, I know for me, when I know he really wants to let himself know, I get like a blue little flash of an orb, like just a blue flash. Looks kind of like an orb, like a speck, an orb, or. And that's what happens for me when Archangel Michael comes in, or any of them. They'll show me their color usually. And so Archangel Michael, in many ways. Oh, by the way, Amy says he's a temperance card to me. Huh. And why do you say that? I'd be curious to know. I have a couple ideas, but I always love to know from other people. Why is he the temperance card to you? I'd be really interested if you want to answer that, Amy. Thank you. So lots of times, Archangel Michael is seen as the commander in chief, or the top dog. So and the crystal that works a lot with him is a lapis. It's lapis lazuli, in the lapis family. So if you want to call him in even more, get yourself, a crystal, lapis lazuli, and that can help bring his energy in stronger too, if you feel the need. Or if you want to constantly have kind of him around you with that property of that crystal, you can set that up. Amy says, when I call to the energies of the South, I also call to Archangel Michael. He is the energy of fire. All right, very cool. I like that. Awesome. Thank you, Amy. Can it be a quick flash like a shadow? It can be whatever. Yeah, it can be any way it's going to show up. Again, lots of times spirit will show up. And when I say spirit, I'm including everybody. When I say spirit team, I'm including, it's your spirit team, your angels, your guides, your masters, your teachers. Okay? But then I also include, when I say spirit, or spirit team, I'm also including the archangels, God source, Christ consciousness energy. I put it all I kind of put it all together. So where was I going with that? I don't remember now. So moving on. If you want to remind me, guys, you know how I get sometimes. I'm like all over the place. I go jump from one thing to the other, and sometimes I lose it because I'm you got to remember, I'm looking up here and I'm looking at comments on my tablet. I'm also watching the comments on my laptop because sometimes they skip. I'm looking at my notes, so forgive me for losing my train of thought every once in a while. All right. So Joanne says, I called on spirit guides last night after having trouble to try. I can't even talk now all of a sudden. All right. I called on spirit gods last night after having trouble trying to fall asleep. I noticed the color blue the more relaxed I became. That's Archangel Michael. And probably why Archangel Michael was there is he was clearing the energy to clear the, if you were having trouble sleeping, that means there's stuff in the energy, whatever that stuff may be. We're not labeling it. I'm not reading it. I'm not looking at it, but there's stuff. And so you're probably seeing that because Archangel Michael exactly does that. He'll clear that energy for you. Okay, Dale says, Archangel came to me when my brother's baby passed away. Oh, I was sitting in the dark crying and this huge blue mass appeared before me. It was astonishing and made me believe I needed to pull together for my family. Yeah, Archangel Michael, I knew what you meant, Dale. My body, I'm getting chills throughout my body. That's just, I'm so sorry for the passing of the baby, but what a beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now, I want to share something with you. It just came to me about Archangel Michael because we're talking about the blue energy. But I have to say, it's not the only way that the archangels are going to show themselves, especially Archangel Michael, who is very recognizable. His different stances can be very recognizable. His wings, to me, are very recognizable. And so the other night, I was in the pool here, and I decided to float on my back for a little bit and just chill. And I was looking up at the clouds, and all of a sudden, I was overcome with such emotions, joyful, heart-filled emotions. I wanted to cry. And I had to almost like stop floating because I was about ready to just bawl my eyes out because I was looking up obviously at the sky, and right above me was Archangel Michael with his beautiful, powerful wings. I mean, I looked at it and I saw him and I looked at it again and I'm like, am I like even I did it. I was like, am I imagining this is, no, this is okay. Archangel Michael was right there with me. Okay. And so he'll show up at times that like I said, I have stuff going on in my life, you guys. It's no secret. I'm not gonna, there's no details to share, but I'm human too, and I've had some ups and downs in the last week, especially. And so I know Archangel Michael was there to uplift me, to tell me everything's okay and that I'm safe and I'm protected. So it's very, very, very powerful. It's very cool. So I want to share that because they'll show themselves in all different ways, not just the color, of their energy. So most times color of their energy, but you can see, they'll show up that way too. He wanted me to say, well, the sky was blue, so how could he be blue? He would have blended right in. So he had to show it to me. I mean, it was huge. The cloud it was just huge. His wings, it was gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, Will, yeah, seriously, I was overcome. It was so powerful. I was overcome, and I stopped floating for a second. I had to stand on the, floor of the pool and I had to like stop myself from just bawling because I wanted to continue to see it, and I had to be on my back. So I did. I started floating again, and I was just, oh wow, just wow, majestic. Okay. So, Joanne, about Lapis Crystal family. I'm not sure what you're asking, sweetheart. I am definitely not a crystal expert. I will tell you that. But let me see here. Dale says, I know that feeling, right? It's just so powerful. It's just like nothing we've ever experienced on this planet. It's just, oh my gosh. Anyhow. Okay. Debbie, I'm not familiar with archangels, but which one would you refer to me to help with my body pain? Okay, we're about ready to talk about Archangel Raphael. All right, so let's move into Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is the Archangel of healing, physical healing. He's one of my favorites. Of course, I am a Reiki Master Teacher, energy healer, so I work with Archangel Raphael. Lots of times Raphael is a healer, yes. And hey, Tina, how you doing tonight? Welcome. Glad you're joining us. We're talking about the archangels tonight. So he is emerald green. He's all about healing. Like I said, I'm a healer, so I work with Archangel Raphael a lot. However, I have to tell you guys, lots of times I pull in Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael together. I just figured the more the merrier. Bring in the team. Because you're welcome, Debbie. We're going to get into a little bit more because, look, when I'm doing energy clearing, there's also healing to be done. Lots of times there's a connection between, the energy space and what's happening and the physicality of our bodies and the healing of our bodies. So I tend to work in both realms at the same time. So I pull them both in lots of times in that way. But everybody has their own way. I just wanted to share that piece. But okay, so emerald green. He is the healing power of the divine. The archangels, again, we have God, source, creator, I am. Whatever you call that highest vibrational being. And then we have the archangels. They are his assistants, if you will. It's not male or female. It's an energy. But they are the creators assistance. That's the way I will put it. Thank you. I'm going to send you my process because I know you would love it. Okay, Amy, sounds great. Thank you. All right, so um, and one of the things, and we know, I forgot to mention, Archangel Michael, lots of times he's shown with a sword, sometimes he's shown with a shield. Okay, forgot to mention that. As for Archangel Raphael, he works a lot. He's known kind of more as a gentler archangel, and he works a lot with the rose quartz and amethyst. Is the crystals that resonate, the properties resonate with him. And he's usually depicted as walking with a staff, and that staff usually has a snake coiled around it. And if you look at the medical profession, and I'm sorry, I know there's a specific name for it, and I can't think of it right now, where they show the serpents. I know there's a specific name for that represents medical profession. So you think about that, okay? Archangel Raphael. And by the way, I want you all to know, if you're not aware of it, more and more hospitals, more and more healing centers, clinics, hospice are starting to understand the vast benefits of Reiki / energy healing, and they are starting to pull in practitioners to work within their institutions. It is just fascinating and amazing. So I just want to make you, it's just beautiful. I love it because this is the whole thing, you guys, even, 15, 20 years ago, some of this was still kind of considered, on the edge. And yeah, it still is for some people. But if you look at how far we've come, we're getting so much more mainstream. Just love it. I just love it. I just love it. So Dale says, fantastic discussion subject. Are you talking about tonight's topic, or is there something else I just mentioned that you're suggesting I discuss? I'm not sure, Dale. Just checking. So let me know, honey. All right. So that's the Archangel Raphael is the Archangel of healing. Again, every single angel, archangel, any of our spirit team, we must ask them. They're not going to just step in because that's encroaching on our free will. And yes, I heard that too. It's the way forward. Okay, very cool. Yeah, it is. It's amazing what we can do energetically. I mean, just, I got my Reiki practitioner, master teacher, in 03, I think it was. So I've been doing this, 18 years as a healer also, and it's just fascinating. I just love that part too. And I can do it remotely. I do remote healings. So it's very, very cool. Just like I do remote space clearing. When I say healings, it's more on the physical, the Reiki energy healing, but I do space clearings. And lots of times the Reiki and the energy healing comes in with it too. So healers, crystals, essential oils, Tony, are all becoming more mainstream. Love it, natural, clean, and pure. Yes, Tony. Tony always reminds me about essential oils because I'm not the best about it. But Tony, TNT Oily Solutions, check out her page. She's a Young Living representative, and she is so ethical and on the ball. She's so smart. She's also my moderator on my lives, except for Thursday nights. She comes and enjoys. So she helps me when I do my psychic mini reading lives. She's amazing, just amazing, you guys. We've been working together for a year now, and we have become very, 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 very close friends too. Just a beautiful soul. Okay, I'm done gushing over Tony. All right, she's one of my besties. I'm going to gush a little bit. All right, here we go. Hi, La Diamond. How are you? Welcome. All right, so let's see. And these are in no particular order. I just started, looking them up and taking some notes. And okay, so let's talk about Archangel Chamuel. He is known as the Archangel, the messenger of peace. He is the Archangel of peace. He's all about finding or reconnecting with love. And think about this. They go hand in hand. And matter of fact, isn't that interesting? Tony knows my post for tomorrow, but I do a Friday channeled message, and it talks a little bit about this. It's short and sweet, but it's going to be posted tomorrow, a.m., I don't know, around 6 a.m., I think. I don't even remember, 5 or 6 a.m. It's ready to roll. So check it out tomorrow. It talks about love and peace. But The love can be, that love can be, the, lo- I'll answer you in a second, Tony. I know that's not why you said it, sweetheart. Of course I know that. And I love you too. You're welcome. I know that's not why you said it. All right. So, all right. We're getting all gushy down in here. Okay, here we go. So when we talk about Shamuel and peace and finding reconnecting to love, it's not just romantic love. Okay, lots of times when we just use the word love, we think romantic love, but there's so many different, there's romantic, there's self-love, there's love of the divine. I mean, there's all different types of love. And the unconditional love is what it's all about. So Shamuel is pink. Of course, love. Unconditional loving energy is the color pink. All right. And so um, it's really about the care of relationships. Okay, healing hearts, healing our emotions. So if you're going through a rough time with a breakup or heartache, call upon Archangel Shamuel and see the pink energy. All right. And rose quartz, of course, is the crystal, the crystal that resonates in that energy. And he Shamuel is called a couple different things. So I read Gatekeeper of the World, He Who Sees God. If you think about that, God, Source, Creator, I Am, it's pure unconditional loving energy. So it makes sense, right? And lots of times you'll see him with a sword or other symbols that warriors would use. Okay, but it is about divine justice. Okay, so let me see here. We need Archangel patience. Yes, let's lock arms, Princess Sophia. I'm right there with you on that one, honey. Oh, yeah. Please, 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 right? Hi, Opal, and thank you so much for sharing it out. Hey, Kristen, and hi, Amanda. How are you this evening? All right, so let's see. That's Shamuel. Did, did, besides Michael and Raphael, I mean, did you? Well, you probably guys probably didn't know about some of these other archangels, and I'm still gonna go because we barely covered it. So I gotta pick up the pace a little bit here. I don't know if we're gonna cover everyone. Okay, let's see. I don't want to go too fast though. And then there's Uriel, and he's the archangel of salvation. He works a lot with the natural disasters. Okay, he's seen ruby, red, or gold. So with all the natural disasters that we're having, I would strongly call upon Archangel Uriel and ask for help with his planet. He is all about peace and tranquility, okay? And planetary healing, physical earth and planetary healing. And boy, oh boy, do we need lots of that. Lots and lots and lots of that. He is the light and fire of God, the light of the divine. He protects this planet. Obsidian is the crystal. And so that he resonates with. I can't even read my own writing here. He usually is shown in purple and or holding a torch that's lit to light the path to peace and intellectual and spiritual understanding. Think about that. Isn't that what this planet needs? See how it all just it's so intricate and so beautifully connected. So that is Uriel, and Will says, "Who's the angel for patience?" Right? We don't have one. When I find out, I'll send him over. Is there an angel for anxiety? You can call on Shamuel for peace. You can call on Archangel Raphael for healing. Okay, I know it's physical, but that runs with the anxiety. That's something that those are two that can help you. I'm going to go through the list a little bit more here, and we'll see. Okay, so I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. It's just too much for my head to take in. That was from my college days where I remembered all that stuff. Now it's just like, okay, what's in the moment? All right. So the next Archangel Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel. Communication. All about communication. His color is orange. And Gabrielle means strength in the divine. It's the communication, it's the understanding of your dreams, it's the guidance and inspiration, it's spiritual guidance, it's all the types of communication. He also helps with your true calling. If you're not sure about your true calling, he is the messenger. He's the messenger angel. And so clear quartz is the crystal. I have a lot of clear quartz in my home. I love clear quartz. I've always been drawn to it. I find it to be very clearing. That is the way I see it. I know selenite is too. But clear quartz I use a lot for just a clearing purposes. And if you ever notice on my lives, on all my decks, I don't know if you ever see me because it's off to the side, but I have my all my crystal, my quartz pieces all on my decks. Keeps them clear. So and if you think about it, it's the energetic communication, right? We want to keep it nice and clear. He is usually shown with in blue robes, holding a lily and a pen and inkwell, which is all about the communication, right? So let me see here. I got a couple other comments. Let's see. Which archangel do we call upon on when we need help opening up our third eye more? There is a specific one here, I think. Hold on. I will, well, we'll go through them and we'll see. I don't know if there's an actual specific one. Let's go through these and see if, because I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember the properties. I don't remember it all about every single archangel. So I have my notes here. Meditation and breathing helps. Absolutely. Okay. And you two are talking. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any. Oh, you're talking to Opal about the meditation and breathing. The third eye. Debbie, let's see what they say, okay? But I probably would absolutely work with Archangel Michael always ask him to clear. So, hey, Shirley Ann, good evening. How are you? Welcome to Table Talk Thursdays. We are talking about the Archangels. So, next archangel is Zadkiel, and his energy is violet. He is the angel of forgiveness. Very kind and gentle. Transmutes negative energy, negative karma. Okay. Through the violet flame, usually, and that's connected with Saint Germain. He is the righteous of God. If you think about it, that's seems a little bit more religious based, but that's okay, because if you think about it, it's karma, right? Negative energy can be karma. Amethyst. He works a lot with amethyst. You see my geode back there. I absolutely love amethyst. It's not my only piece of amethyst. Nothing as big as that, but yeah, I love amethyst. All right, so he's usually shown holding a bright flame, white, gold, or violet. Okay, he's holding a bright light or flame. He's bringing a lot of light. Okay, oops, I jumped. So sorry. That's my next archangel. Take that part away. Okay, let me see. He is usually shown holding a bright flame, white, violet, or gold. Okay, I jumped over to a different archangel for a moment. So sorry. So that's Zadkiel. And let me see. And I am just covering more of the main ones. Is meditation for third eye, or is it when we awaken? There are meditations for opening the third eye. Yeah, definitely. You need Zadkiel in your life. Well, you know what, Princess Sophia? Talk to him. Call him in. Ask him to help you. He's violet colored. Ask him to transmute the energy. You envision a violet flame. Okay, so the next one is Raziel. He's indigo. He is known as the head of the thrones. He's the wisdom, angel of wisdom, the archangel of wisdom, the secret of God, knowledge of the divine. How powerful is that? That's awesome, huh? And he stays near God and documents everything. That's sort of the consensus of his job. And he's about, he holds a bright light or white flame. It's about bringing light into the darkness. He illuminates. He illuminates. Clear quartz or obsidian. So he is the Archangel of Wisdom. Gosh, I feel sometimes I can use lots and lots and lots and lots more of that. Sometimes, right? 2020 hindsight. Okay, next one is Ariel. And so Ariel is pink. And possible meaning, lots of what people think is like the Lion of God. He's also, he's known partly as like mother, the angel of Mother Earth too, the Archangel of Mother Earth. He does a lot of healing of the animals, the wildlife, the fairies, the elementals. He has courage and intellectual focus. So he's there. The lion. The lion's the king of the jungle, nature. And so he's usually depicted with a scroll or sometimes with a lion. Rose quartz, amethyst, and emeralds, jade, and moonstone. There are quite a few for Ariel. So anytime you have wildlife or one of your animals or you're dealing with the fairies, call him in. Also, he also works with when it comes to arguments between people and legal issues. I thought that was interesting. All right. Let's talk about Metatron. Woo, woo! A lot of people know about Metatron. It's all about empowerment. He's the keeper of the Akashic records. How powerful is that? And he's all about empowerment. Clear quartz. His color is orange. He is Ariel for abundance too. Don't know. Could be. Not what I've looked at or what I've known. Because usually the path to abundance is through something else. It has to do with other things, healing, physical healing, empowerment, all kinds of different things. So I'm not sure. Maybe somebody knows it's here. I'll be honest. I don't know. Maybe some people do talk to Archangel Ariel about that. That's very, very possible. But I honestly could say, I'm not going to make up an answer because I honestly not sure. So there's my honest answer. Not sure. Google it. Somebody Google it. All right. Metatron. Okay, so Metatron is very, very powerful, as we know. It's about communication, expression of ideas, right? It's empowerment. Get empowered. And to represent this, he's usually depicted with expensive and luxurious robes, and he's holding a book and pen. Okay, he's a keeper of the book of life. So think about that. That would make sense. It's very, very powerful. So if there's a contract or something in your life now that you're thinking, I wonder if I can shift that around or make a change or rewrite something in there, I would call upon Archangel Metatron and talk to him about it and see what can be done. Okay. Then we have Sandalphon. He's the tall angel, the prayer angel. He carries the prayers to God. Okay. He's white. His color is white. Very simplistic. He takes them, he hears them, and he takes it on up to God. So, he's usually holding or playing a musical instrument. Think about that. The singing angels. And he is a turquoise. He's got the keys to the vault, huh? Maybe. Yeah, I guess so, huh? And then we also have Jophiel. And his energy is yellow. He's about beauty, but also about decision making. He's a lot about giving clarity, okay, to a subject or situation. But it's also clarity of self-understanding. And think about the beauty of all that. His name means beauty of God. And when we have clarity, it is a very beautiful thing. I think, right, understanding of self. There are really no crystals. I was very interested in see any crystals that resonate with him. I'm sure probably maybe if I research a little further, I kind of ran out of the time on that. But he's also known as the angel of paradise. Prince of the Cherubim, which is one of the 9 choirs of angels. So this is just like an overview of the main archangels. Some of the very important things to remember, again, is that we must ask. They're not going to just show up and do it. Archangel Raziel, maybe the abundance. Azrael. Could be. Oh, Raziel, not, I said Azrael. Raziel. Could be. It's wisdom. You know, this is the thing I'm going to say. There's other angels and archangels, you know, that people see. You know, I saw lists and lists of them. I chose what I felt were the main ones that most people agree are the main ones. And yes, you can go to each individual archangel for your needs, and that would be awesome. And I think that is very powerful. However, just like I do, if you really feel the need, or it's you're not sure, call the gang in. Why not? Because if you think about it, there's a piece of each of these in everything, just about. Right? When I say a piece of these, I mean the things that I spoke about that they're responsible for or help with, right? Just like I said, I always call in, you know, most times, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael together. I work with them a lot together. Okay? But we must ask. We must ask. And you may have certain other beliefs about some of these archangels or other things that don't maybe necessarily jive with what I've shared tonight, which is absolutely fine. This is what we want you to share too. I never present myself as being the one and only and all knowledgeable. No, you're never going to hear me say that. So I want to learn from you guys too. So Prince Sophia, I need the whole team. Yup, I ask everything I need to Michael and Raphael. Absolutely. Will says, I was speed noting tonight. Thanks for all you do for us all. You're welcome. You know what, Will? I'd offer to send you a picture of my notes, but oh my God, I can barely read it. I am one of the messiest note takers you will ever meet. I am all over the place. I have lines going this way, separate. I crack myself up. By the time I'm done, I'm like, can I even read this? I've always been that way. I don't know why. But what I can say, Will, is you could do the replay on this and catch a lot of it too. So does anybody have any questions, generality about archangels, how they work, what to do? Okay, let's talk about, I'm going to come up with something, how to call them in. Let's talk about how to call them in. There is no other Elyse that's unique. I'll agree with you there. All right. How to call in your archangels. Really all it comes down to, you can call them in anytime you choose. There's nothing necessarily special that you have to do. However, if you feel that you connect stronger by having some sort of ritual or, lighting candles, lighting incense, sitting, really sitting down and getting into a deep meditative state, however you do it is fine. Hey, Penny, how are you? Welcome on a spiritual debate. There you go. They're always there and ready. Don't ever think that your situation or what you need is any less important than anybody else's, because especially when it comes to archangels and a lot of the energies that are out there, but when higher vibrational energies that are out there, forgive me for misspeaking there for a moment, they can be in a gazillion places at one time, if gazillion is even a word. I don't know, is it? I know as kids we used it. Is it truly a word? I don't know anymore. All right. I call him a sage. Yes, that's awesome. Princess Sophia, I love it. Love you too, Penny. Thank you. Calling them through prayer. Yes, absolutely. You can, what I would suggest, though, is that you call, when you're talking about the archangels, call them out by name. Okay. If you have specific ones that you really want to confront, up front, forward and up front. Okay, or you can call on all the archangels. Be careful. You don't want, I think that might be an overkill of energy in some ways. Pick a few. Pick a handful. You want to list out six. It doesn't matter. Whoever you feel you want to work with. All right. Um, when I said earlier about calling in the team of archangels, like I'm talking about like the main 11, 12 of them that we talked about tonight, maybe a couple others you want to throw in there. That's fine, but there's more and you don't want to get too overwhelmed in the energy, so be careful with that. But you call them out by name, excuse me. You pray to them for help. And prayer is not necessarily religious. Prayer is really just getting into a quiet place and asking. It's really what prayer is about. Um, you can have those different crystals, and I will tell you, there are other crystals that have the properties that will resonate with some of these archangels. I picked just, on most of them I picked one or two, but there are others too. So do a little research and you can see having those crystals around you will bring will when you call to those archangels will bring their energy in quicker. Okay, it's kind of like having the plug charged. You're charging, you're using your charger. You know what I'm saying? So it's ready to go when you're ready to go. The one that stays by my side deals with death. An archangel, because which one are you talking about? Is it crossing over or actually death? I would think that what you mean, or what they're indicating, and what goes in with that is the crossing over. I'm sure there are angels. Is there an archangel? I don't know. You guys tell me. An archangel for that? I don't know. That'd be interesting to know, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll look that up. So, all right. So we're really in the last few minutes, you guys. Yes, crossing over. Okay, cool. So, any other questions or comments for this evening? I do, while I'm waiting for you guys to see if there's any questions or comments, I do want to take this moment to share with all of you, let you know that starting in August, the very first Thursday in August, I am dropping the time down to 6 p.m. Arizona time. Decided to go an hour earlier. I know I have a lot of followers on the East Coast and across the pond and in other countries, some across the pond. And so, as they say, so I'm trying to make it a little bit more easier for them to join us. So just keep that in mind. Next week's going to be 7 p.m. still. I decided just make it a clean break in August. And then in August, I think the last week of every month, I'm going to start in the last week of every month will be the open Q&A. But I'll let you know. I think that's what I'm going to do. Uriel and Azurla. Oh, Azurla. I'm not sure I know that one too much. Uriel. Yes, we did talk about Uriel tonight. Natural disaster. Okay, it could make sense because, he deals with natural disasters, mostly with planet Earth, but that could have fatalities and things. So yeah, I could see that. Okay. What about Archangel for wealth to make your life better? Thank you. Somebody asked that earlier. Did we get an answer on a abundance Archangel? You know what, guys? Hang tight. Give me 1 second. I'm going to Google it real quick. Archangel of abundance. Let's see if anything comes up real quick. Hold on a second. Well, I don't know this one. Sachiel. They're saying Sachiel. Oops, I had it. Sachiel. According to a quick Google search. So I'm going to strongly suggest you research it a little bit more, because I always make sure when I'm Googling how I feel about the site, and so just double check if that's what they're saying. It'd be good to do a Sunday meditation prayer service for a small charge to help people get through the week, maybe on a private Facebook group. Go through the week. All right, I will think about that. Thank you. I'll have to sit with that. See what my spirit team says. You guys know my spirit team are my business partners. We make decisions together. I kid you not, guys. I don't make any decisions without their input. And lots of times they're making the decisions and just telling me. But that's okay because that's what we've set up. I'm like, I'm doing my part. You guys do your part. Let me know. All right, we're good. All right. So you're welcome, Debbie. You're welcome, sweetheart. All right, you guys. So I think that's it for this evening. Thank you for hanging with me. I know my energy was not at its normal high level, falling over my words. But I did have a lot of fun and brightened up a little bit as we got into it more and more. So you know me, I always love doing this. But next week, any suggestions for topics, let me know. Make sure you're following and liking my Elyse Ann Psychic page. Notifications are set at favorites. And what else do I want to say? Check out my website, ElyseAnnPsychic.com. Learn more about me. Sign up for my email list on the homepage. You'll receive a 3-card channeled monthly message from my email list only. So make sure you sign up for that. And you'll be one of the first to know about any announcements, events, anything going on, promos, whatever I decide to do. And so thank you as always for being with me this evening. I had a lot of fun. I learned. And I'm so glad that you guys joined me tonight. I'm glad you enjoyed the topic. Thank you very, very much. I love the Archangels. They're just awesome. And just to all of you, have a great rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, depending upon where you are in the world. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. Thank you so much. Mwah. Love you all. We will see you again real soon. Take very good care of yourselves. Bye, guys.